Right now, it's time. Please make welcome your host for the WDVX Blue Plate Special, Sean McCullough.
Hey, y'all. Welcome to the Blue Plate Special. We are live right here in downtown Knoxville. And yes, I'm Sean McCullough sitting in for Red Hickey today. Coming up in the second half of the show, we have Pickers Anonymous. But right now, you all give a big welcome to B.B. Palmer.
Revolution can start from the smallest vibration, from the heart of a merciless nation, and change the world. You know that suffering is always a will in motion. The hate that you give will be the pain that you feel. That's the third law of Newton. You can't change the world, you got to change yourself. Look in the mirror, you can't kill your brother or sister without killing yourself. You can't change the world, you got to change yourself.
You can't change the world, you got to change yourself.
When the water keeps on rising, will you be swimming or will you be diving? You better learn how to swim or you sink like a stone. Don't you know that the times are changing, so you better be ready to be moving on. You can't change the world, you got to change yourself. Look in the mirror, you can't kill your brother or sister without killing yourself. You can't change the world, you got to change yourself.
You can't change the world, you got to change yourself.
La 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 la. La 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 la. You can't change the world, you got to change yourself. Look in the mirror, you can't kill your brother or sister without killing yourself. You can't change the world, you got to change yourself. You can't change the world, you got to change yourself. Hi, y'all. I wanted you for so long. I didn't know I was wrong. I tried to see the world on my own. Something was missing being alone. Well, I've been missing my whole life so far for a lover to believe in me. Yeah, you picked me up, got me off my knees, put me back on my feet. Now we got destiny in the palm of our hands. Where you wanna go and why? Yeah, we'll fulfill our dreams just like a prophecy, and we'll be flying in the friendly skies. I want you for so long. didn't know I was wrong. I tried to see the world on my own. Something was missing being alone. Yes, I've been working my whole life so far for this music to become my dream. I've been up and down to hell and back 1,000 times in between. As soon as you came was like a hurricane. Now I'm on my way to the top. We're gonna change the game. We're gonna know our names, and we'll charge them all $1 a pop. I wanted you for so long. I didn't know I was wrong. I tried to see the world on my own. Something was missing being alone. Yeah, something was missing being alone. Thank y'all.
That's B.B. Palmer on the WDVX Blue Plate Special. Well, welcome to the show.
Thanks for
Well,
having me.
welcome back to the show.
Yeah, welcome
You've been
back.
here
Good to see
before.
y'all. Yes,
So
sir.
you're on tour right now. You live in Alabama,
Yes, sir.
and you're touring around. Where were you last? I don't know that we talked about that.
Where was I last? We were in Atlanta yesterday, but
Okay.
this is like the start of it today. So kicking
so
it
this
off.
is the beginning. All
Yeah.
right. You're heading up to West Virginia tomorrow,
Heading up to West Virginia Saturday and Sunday.
Saturday and Sunday. All right. Well, very good. Well, we're glad you stopped by along the way. So you got a couple of new albums in the works, but let's back up from that and talk about the last album you put out, because I think it might give people a bigger picture of kind of who you are. So you seem to like to approach things a little bit conceptually sometimes. So talk about that last album.
Well, it's over there for sale. Let me go ahead and plug the merch sale right now. We got to sell merch because that's how we make money. So please, if you like anything, buy it. But it's called Krishna Country Gold. It's a concept record. It took the Far East and blended it with the Deep South. So it's like instrumentation and sitars and sarads from India mixed with Western country music.
All right, and your next album is going to be a equally interesting mashup. To tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, it's a fusion record as well. It's called Alabama Samurai, and the single should be out. First single should be out in December. It's Wu-Tang meets Waylon, so it's like kung fu country music. So.
All right, well, you had to explain to me what that meant, so maybe some other folks would appreciate that as well. What exactly does that mean in terms of what it's going to sound like?
Sure, the sound is kind of like based in, what I've been doing, rooted in like 70s country, like Waylon and stuff. And it's mixing it with my love for Wu-Tang and hip-hop, basically taking the karate flicks and plugging them in and putting samples into the music as well and conceptualizing that.
All right, sounds interesting. So then you have another album that's coming down the pike because you just got signed a record deal, and tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, shout out to my guy Brett Robinson, signed a record deal over at Alabama Sound Company in Montgomery, Alabama. And I don't have a name for the album yet, but the first two songs we just played, those will be on that record.
Those will be on that one. And that one you're going to do just a little more straight up.
Yeah, straight up as I can get.
Straight up as you get. All right, very good. Well, let's hear some more right now.
All right, this one's called Freightliner. It'll also be on that record. Like an old Freightliner, delivering the truth. Not trying to change your point of view. Like a mountain climber, climbing the highest peak. I gotta get there someday, certainly. Living life wide open, I'm gonna be set free. Gonna live the life that I please. I wanna be a high roller, I wanna be a Jedi. Don't you know I got the force deep down inside? Valley so deep, river so wide, but nothing gonna stop me from the other side. Living life wide open, I'm gonna be set free. Gonna live the life that I please. Dreams come true, baby, yes they do. I've been working at mine since I was 2. I've been working at mine, so should you. It's like an old freight liner, delivering the truth. Not trying to change your point of view. Just like an old freight liner, delivering the truth. Not trying to change your point of view. Thank you. Driving in the rain, Lord, I've been known to fly. Maggie, I'm insane, I've been crazy all my life. Just seemed like yesterday my heart began to pine. Maggie, I'm insane, I'll be crazy till I die. I be slipping and falling, rising and walking. Dumbing down all of my songs. Maybe all these fools can understand. I can make a dime or two. We can go right back not knowing each other when we are through, yeah. See ya. Driving in the rain, Lord, I've been known to fly. Maggie, I'm insane, I've been all this way my life. Well, it seemed just like yesterday my heart began to find. Maggie, I'm insane, I'll be crazy till I die. Maggie, I'm insane, I'll be crazy till I die. Fantasies within my mind, watch them float like clouds in the sky. Underneath those rainbow stars, down here life doesn't seem so hard. And I dig on love, it's that old eternal truth. And when I wander, I'm coming home to you. Yes, I dream a dream so real it's like living in the still of the eye. Spread your wings and really start to fly. Fantasies within my mind, watch them float like clouds in the sky. Underneath those rainbow stars, down here life doesn't seem so hard. And I dig on love, it's that old eternal truth. And when I wander, I'm coming home to you. Yes, I dream a dream so real it's like living in the still of the eye. Spread your wings and really start to fly. Thank you. I think we got a couple more. Is that all right? Cool. Yeah, appreciate y'all. Y'all give a round of applause for my girlfriend right here, Libby. Doing a great job, real proud of her. It's her first tour, so yeah, she's doing great. Here's a song y'all might know right here. Baby, when I met you, there was peace unknown. I said I can get you with a fine-tooth comb. I was soft inside. There was something going on. You do something to me that I can't explain. Hold me closer and I feel no pain. Every beat of my heart, we got something going on. Tender love is blind and requires a dedication. All this love we feel need no conversation. We ride it together, making love with each other, Islands in the stream, that is what we are. No one in between. How can we be wrong? Sail away with me to another world, and we'll rely on each other, from one lover to another,
I can't live without you if the love was gone. Everything is nothing if you're gone. No one in you, just walking the night. Slowly lose sight of the real thing.
that won't happen to us, and we got no doubt. Too deep in love and we got no way out, and the message is clear. This could be the year for the real thing.
No more will you cry, baby, I will hurt you never. We
Started and end as one, in love forever. We can ride it together, making love with each other, Islands in the stream, that is what we are. No one in between. How can we be wrong? Sail away with me to another world, and we'll rely on each other, from one lover to another, from one lover to another. Hi, y'all. Wrote that one last week. All right. This is our last song right here. I appreciate it. Again, my name's B.B. Palmer. This is Libby Anderson. We got merchandise for sale over there. Don't go anywhere because we got my buddies coming up next. They're going to do it right. They better. This last song will also be on the Alabama Sound Company record. It's called That's Just Life. Life ain't always easy, this is true. So I wrote this song to comfort you. I'll be by your side through the rain and sunshine. Oh, I know when the rain falls, the sun will surely show, and it goes over and over again. That's just life, my friend. Up and down and through the middle again and again, over and over again. That don't mean your path will walk itself. You must put the work in, there's no doubt. But I'll be by your side through the rain and sunshine. Oh, I know when the rain falls, the sun will surely show, and it goes over and over again. That's just life, my friend. Up and down and through the middle again and again, over and over again. That's just life, my friend. Up and down and through the middle again and again, over and over again. Thank y'all.
That's B.B. Palmer on the WDVX Blue Plate special. We're going to take a couple minutes to switch over the stage. While we do that, I should say that you can keep up with BB's music at bbpalmermusic.com. And if you happen to be up around Thomas, West Virginia this weekend, you catch him at the Purple Fiddle up there. That's a great little venue. Well, I'm going to thank some of the folks who make this show possible. The WDVX Blue Plate Special is presented by Barley's Tap Room and Pizzeria on Jackson Avenue in Knoxville's Old City, home of the Big Plate on Fridays, and by Modelo Especial and Corona Extra. Coming up this Friday on the Big Plate is Tanos. Additional support comes from Visit Knoxville. We've got a bunch of other live shows coming up. I'll note a couple of ones that are coming up soon. First Friday Live, the first Friday of every month right here inside Visit Knoxville at 6 p.m. It's a free show with host Daniel Flewitt. And on September 5th, which is tomorrow, I guess, yeah, we've got Ross Cooper. Coming up on WDVX Summer Nights, Yeehaw Brewing Company at 7 p.m. Another free show with host Alex Leach. On September 10th, we've got the John Stickley Trio and Emmy Sunshine. And then in October, we'll have Mick Harrison in the high score along with Trisha Jean Brady, who I know just dropped a new album recently. Well, looks like we're about ready to get rolling here. So we've got a little change of pace here. I always love it when we have two good acts and they're different from one another. So I'm excited for our second act as well. You all give a big welcome to Pickers Anonymous.
can't pass by at night. In the pines where the sun never shines, we shiver in the cold wind blows. I asked my captain for the time of day. He said he threw his watch away. A long steering, rolling short across tide. I'm on my way back home. Lord, in the pines where the sun never shines, we shiver in the cold wind blows. Little girl, what have I done that makes you treat me so? You cause me to weep, you cause me to mourn, you cause me to leave my home. Wood in the pines where the sun never shines, we shiver when the cold wind blows. Thank you folks so much. We're just going to change instruments real quick. That first tune is a traditional piece called In the Pines, sometimes called Where Did You Sleep Last Night? And this next tune also has many different names depending on where you come from. Some people call it Red Apple Juice around Asheville, North Carolina. People call it Honey Baby, Sugar Baby, Red Rocking Chair. Very common names, but we're going to do a piece called Honey Baby. It's part Scottish ballad and part of the African American thumping style, which is a precursor to clawhammer banjo that was sort of referenced and covered in the Appalachian Mountain Range. Yeah, I ain't got no use. Ain't got no use for your red rocking chair. Ain't got no sugar baby now. I ain't got no honey baby now. Well, now who rock that cradle? Who rock that cradle? Who'll sing this song? Who rock that cradle when I'm gone? Who rock that cradle when I'm gone? I'll sing this song. I'll rock that cradle when I'm gone. I'll rock that cradle when you're gone. Oh, now later in the shade. Sit I later in the shade. Give her down. What more could a poor boy do? Yeah, what more could a poor boy do? Well, I done all I can do. I done all I can do. Said all I can say. I'll sing it to your mama next payday. I'll sing it to your mama next payday. Said I done all I can do. Now I done all I can do. Said all I can say. I'll sing it to your mama next payday. I'll sing it to your mama next payday. Said I ain't got no use, ain't got no use for your red rocking chair. Ain't got no sugar baby now. I ain't got no honey baby now.
That's Pickers Anonymous on the WDVX Blue Plate Special. Well, welcome back to the show, each of you, though you've not played the show together. Is that correct?
That is correct. It's been about 8 or 10 years for me, and John was here in January with a different project.
All right, well, very good. So y'all are coming to us from Chattanooga, and you're supposed to play a show tonight. I'm sorry, it sounds like the field got flooded from the rain, and you're not getting to do that, but we're glad you're here with us nonetheless. So, Pickers Anonymous. You're sometimes a bigger group. You gotta.
Yeah, we're missing our third member, Owen Grooms, who usually plays banjo and mandolin as well, and he lives over in Brevard, North Carolina, and his car broke down last night or yesterday, and he was planning to be at the gig tonight, but he couldn't make this morning.
All right, well, very good. Well, so you play, it's hard to classify folk music for sure, but I think arguably you play old-time music.
Yeah, we play old-time music. I like to kind of say the spectrum of American roots music, so Piedmont blues and early country, hillbilly, old-time, traditional folk music, a little bit of bluegrass.
Yeah. That first song, I guess you could have maybe called bluegrass,
Yeah.
But lots of other things too. So y'all kind of made your way to this folk music, this old-time music, from other places, with maybe bluegrass somewhere in the middle, which seems like happens on a lot of people's journeys. But tell us a little bit kind of where you both began and how you ended up playing what you're playing.
Yeah, I started in classical music, and then kind of started dipping my toes into bluegrass, which took me down the rabbit hole of old time.
When John and I met, I was kind of a Americana folk singer for about 15 years, and hit a wall and decided to change course and started listening to a lot of old music and started trying to play that old music, specifically Piedmont blues, and got to know John through a bluegrass jam and decided to cut out of that situation and start playing old-time music together.
Oh, great. Well, John, I maybe shouldn't tell on you if any of your musician friends are listening, but you said to me that you play bluegrass to make money and you play old time to have fun.
That's right.
So what is it about? I mean, what is it about this old music that attracts you all to it?
I think it's like hypnotic to play old time music. Everybody just kind of hones in on the same melody, and it just turns into like a big collective groove.
Yeah, I think it's, for me, it's like the groove, the melody is the subject, but not beholden to such like strict, it feels loose and raucous, but it's also got a structure. And yeah, like John said, it kind of turns into a trance after a while when you go through an A part and a B part over and over again. you don't even know how long you've been playing the tune for, but you're still having fun.
Right, exactly. Particularly if you're playing for a dance. You
Yeah.
really don't know how long you've been playing for. So I want to mention a couple other things. First of all, you all both work for an organization that you started that does some really cool work, and tell us about that.
Yeah, it's called Restring Appalachia. It's a nonprofit that was formed after Hurricane Helene, and having a big relationship with Western North Carolina and the music history that comes through there, it was really important to both of us to be able to help the musicians that lost instruments and the people that just had, maybe a banjo passed down from a grandfather, be able to get music back in their life. And so the idea initially was to get some instruments back to people, and we've worked through Hurricane Helene, Hurricane Milton, the Los Angeles fires, and now the Texas Hill Country, and have given out over 800 instruments.
All right, cool. Yeah. So how can folks keep up with that or find out more about that as well as keep up with y'all's music? What is the best way to do that?
Yeah, well, the Pickers Anonymous is, if you just look it up, it'll pop up through my website. Restringappalachia.org is the website. Restring Appalachia is the social media handle. That's where we kind of post the updates. Right now, we're just closing out a big fundraiser, a raffle of a banjo that was given to us by Bela Fleck. There's a really unique prototype of his that he signed, and that has like 4 more days left on that raffle. But all that information, if you just look up Restring Appalachia, you'll find it.
All right, cool. And then, Nicholas, you do something else that's pretty interesting. Tell us a little bit about your podcast.
Yeah, I've produced and hosted a music history podcast called American Songcatcher for the last 5 years, syndicating through WNCW as well as your general podcast platforms. But really kind of playing, touching on a lot of the music that we're playing today and the history and lineages of those music styles, and up to, interviews, and there's field recordings and there's guest narratives, but most of the episodes are sort of like a big documentary piece, like an audio documentary.
All right, well, cool. And so let's get some more of that music right now then.
Sure, this is a tune that was first recorded by the Carolina Tar Heels in 1926, and it's a song about, in the song it says 1801, 1802, 1803. That's not actually accurate as far as the timeline of when this actually happened, but with so many industries changing, this is about the mechanization of the shoe industry and people that were making shoes by hand, and then eventually when there was a machine that came along. And the tune is called Peganol, and those are some of the tools that they use to make shoes, so it's called Peganol. In the days of 1801, Peganol. In the days of 1801, Peganol. In the days of 1801, pegging shoes is all I done. Hand me down my pigs, my pigs, my pigs, my. In the days of 1802, Peganol. In the days of 1802, Peganol. In the days of 1802, pegging shoes is all you do. Hand me down my pigs, my pigs, my pigs, my. In the days of 1803, Peganol. In the days of 1803, Peganol. In the days of 1803, pegging shoes is all you'd see. Hand me down my pigs, my pigs, my pigs, my. They've invented a new machine, Peganol. They've invented a new machine, Peganol. They've invented a new machine, prettiest thing that you ever seen. Hand me down my pigs, my pigs, my pigs, my. Make 100 pair to my one peg and all. Make 100 pair to my one peg and all. Make 100 pair to my one peg and shoes. It ain't no fun. Hand me down my pigs, my pigs, my pigs, my all. In the days of 18 and 4 pegging on. In the days of 18 and 4 pegging on. In the days of 18 and 4 said I'd peg them shoes no more. Throw away my pigs, my pigs, my pigs, ma. Throw away my pigs, my pigs, my pigs, ma. Thank you so much, folks. We're going to do a tune that was first written and recorded by the Delmore Brothers, but it was made more famous and changed a bit by one of my favorite guitar pickers, Mr. Doc Watson, and it's called The Blue Railroad Train. Blue railroad train, I'm going down the railroad track. Makes me feel so doggone blue to listen to that old smokestack. When the driver's rolling on and he's leaving me here behind. Give me back them good old days, let me ramble down the line. On Blue Railroad train, you're leaving me here alone. Treating me good, you're treating me bad, making me think of home. It's so lonesome here, I'm waiting for the manifest. I hope that engineer is kind enough to let me be his guest. And I hear that lonesome train, I love to hear the whistle blow. She's taking the sun, she's leaving the rain, making me wanna go. Oh, I've got those blues, I'm longing for a company. It's many miles from where I am to the only one for me. All right. On Blue Railroad train, been a good old pound of me. Take me everywhere I wanna go, give me transportation free. All right, we're gonna do a little bluegrass pace on this next tune. It was first written by a fellow that lived up in Virginia for a long time, one of the first African-American musicians to compose and have a song be featured as a state song, which was the Virginia state song for a long time. Not this tune, but another tune that he wrote. And it was first recorded by Gid Tanner and his Skillet Lickers. And we're going to do sort of the Norman Blake version of this tune called Hand Me Down My Walking Cane. Look it. Hand me down my walking cane. Hand me down my walking cane. Hand me down my walking cane. I'm on leave on morning train. My sins they have overtaken me. Come on, ma, what you go, my baby? Come on, ma, what you go, my baby? Come on, ma, what you go, my baby? Get me out of this Nashville jail. My sins they have overtaken me. I got high, no land in jail. I got high and land in jail. Get me out of this Nashville jail. My sins have overtaken me. Yeah, hand me down my walking cane. Hand me down my walking cane. Hand me down my walking cane. I'm on leave on morning train. My sins have overtaken me. If I die in Tennessee, if I die in Tennessee, if I die in Tennessee, send my body like COD. My sins have overtaken me. Yeah, hand me down my walking cane. Hand me down my walking cane. Hand me down my walking cane. I'm on leave on morning train. My sins have overtaken me. Some folks say it ain't no fun. Some folks say that it ain't no fun. Some folks say that it ain't no fun. A song like this goes on and on. My sins have overtaken me. Well, hand me down my walking cane. Hand me down my walking cane. Hand me down my walking cane. I'm on leave on morning train. My sins they have overtaken me. All right, we're going to do a tune here that was first recorded by the Carter family. And A.P. Carter, one of the founding members of the Carter family, would take Leslie Riddle along with his journeys. He was a local black Piedmont blues guitarist that was really influential for Maybelle Carter. And they would find songs like these on somebody's front porch or at a church or at a picnic, and they would take it back to Sarah and Maybelle and then kind of create their own version of this tune. This was already copywritten before they could get to it, but AP was a master business. In the 1920s, he was a master businessman for music. And this is kind of one of those iconic guitar riffs. If you try to, learn old time or country music or bluegrass music in your guitar, so you might have tried to learn this at some point. And it's called The Wildwood Flower. Lord, I twine with flamingos and raven black hair, with the roses so red and those little leaves so fair. Go with the myrtle so bright and with its emerald hue, the veil and the needle in the hyssop so blue. I will dance, I will sing, and my life shall begin. And I will charm every heart, in a crown I will swing. When I woke from my dream and my idols were clay, oh, oceans of loving had all flown away. Yes, she taught me to love her and promised to love and to cherish me over all others of her. Yeah, but my poor heart is wondering, no misery can't tell. She's left me no warning, no words of farewell. Yes, she taught me to love her and call me her flower. That was blooming to cheer her through life's dreary hour. Yeah, but I long to see her and regret the dark hour. She's gone, she's neglected this pale wildwood flower.
That's Pickers Anonymous on the WDVX Blue Plate Special. We're going to get one more song from them, but before, I want to thank everybody for hanging out today, everybody for listening and watching out there, and let's have another big round of applause for our first performer, B.B. Palmer. I hope y'all stick around and visit these folks over by the merch table, make them feel welcome. When's y'all's next gig? We didn't talk about that.
The next gig we have is at Zadie's, which is in Marshall, North Carolina, on September 13th. This last weekend we were at the Earl Scruggs Music Festival, and then I think we have the rest of the year off at this point.
So,
Yes.
yeah.
We have other projects that we're playing in. John plays in like 10 different bands, and I've got 2 other groups as well, so we'll be busy.
All right, well, good to hear.
Well, this last tune is a piece that is near and dear to our hearts. It's called the Old Chattanooga. It's an old-time fiddle tune. It doesn't sound any good if you're not in tune. But John's going to kick this one off.
It ain't old time if you're in tune.
It ain't old time if you're in tune. That's right. And thank you again so much to everybody that's decided to come today. Hope you enjoyed yourselves. Hope you learned something. And thanks again to BB for opening up. You all sound fantastic. Old Chattanooga. Up to the fourth fret for a second.
That's Pickers Anonymous on the WDVX Blue Plate Special. I hope you'll join us next time for more real live music. But right now, I'm going to send it back into the studio.